Hello Goenkans, we are going through chapter Cell, the fundamental unit of life. Our today's topic is vacuoles. It's on page number 61 of your textbook. What are vacuoles? Vacuoles are fluid-filled, membrane-bound cell organelles. They are the cell organelles which possess single membrane. There are organelles which possess double membrane. There are organelles which possess single membrane. There are organelles which are membraneless. And you should know about these organelles. Let me recapitulate. There are just three organelles which are double membranous. One is nucleus, another is mitochondria, and third one is chloroplast. Fine? Rest of the organelles are all single membranous, like endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, then this vacuole. These are what? These are single membranous. And ribosomes are membraneless. They don't possess a membrane. Vacuoles have a single membrane. What they do is they store liquid and solid contents. They are the sac-like structures. Vacuoles are storage sacs. For what? For liquids and for solid contents. Generally for liquids, sometimes solids are also present inside the vacuoles. And the membrane of vacuole is known as tonoplast. Very important question, can be asked as MCQ. The membrane of vacuole is known as. Your answer should be tonoplast. So vacuoles are bound by a membrane known as tonoplast. Now, if we talk about animal cells, vacuoles are small. And if we talk about mature plant cells, the small vacuoles fuse to form a single large central vacuole. So in case of mature plant cells, the vacuole is quite big and it occupies the center position, pushes the nucleus towards the periphery. Periphery means towards the ends. This is not the case with animals. In animals, vacuoles are small and they are not, they are not in the center. They are towards the periphery. Fine? Their nucleus is in the center. Nucleus occupies the center position in case of animal cells, while in plant cells, vacuoles occupy the center position with few exceptions because biology is a science of exceptions. Try to remember everything because I'm going to ask you the difference between animal and plant cell that you have to jot down on your notebooks. I am not going to teach you, so keep everything in mind. Listen to these audios number of times, jot down these points. Few points are not on the textbook, so you need to write down them somewhere. Then, the central vacuole of some plant cells may occupy 50 to 90% of the cell volume. As I told you, they are bigger in size, so they occupy the maximum cell volume in case of plant cells. And in case of plant cells, vacuoles are full of cell sap and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Inside, there is cell sap. Cell sap means water with few, minerals, electrolytes in it. It's called cell sap. When something is filled with water, it becomes turgid, it becomes rigid. So vacuole has cell sap inside it, and that cell sap provides turgidity and rigidity to the cell. The cell sap consists of free water and a variety of compounds, variety of minerals, electrolytes, etc. in solution. The compounds include, now what is in this cell sap? I told you water is there and something else is there. What is there? Amino acids are there, minerals are there, sugars, organic acids, proteins. Fine. So this is what cell sap means. Water, and in that water what is dissolved? Amino acids, minerals, sugars, organic acids, proteins, etc. are there. And that is present in the vacuole. Now, if we talk about single-celled organisms, some protozoans, for example, amoeba, for example, paramecium, there, vacuoles play a different role. In case of amoeba, amoeba is a single cell. Amoeba is a single cellular organism, unicellular organism, we know it. Fine. There, it acts as a food vacuole. There, it's a food vacuole. Food vacuole What does it mean? See, amoeba, how it engulfs food? It engulfs food by pseudopodia, isn't it? Then that food goes to vacuole. And we call such vacuoles as food vacuoles. They are the modified vacuoles. And we call them food vacuoles. Very important. The food vacuole contains food items that amoeba consumes. Whatever amoeba consumes, that goes to the food vacuole. It doesn't go to the stomach like human beings. Amoeba is a single-celled organism. No stomach is there. Respiratory system is not there. Circulatory system is not there. Cell organelles, they do functions of respiration, reproduction, and this digestion, etc. Fine. So in some other unicellular organisms like paramecium, these vacuoles are specialized to expel excess water and some wastes from the cell. So there it's helping in excretion. In amoeba, it's helping in food digestion and all. In paramecium, it has a different role to play. What is the role which it plays in paramecium? It expels excess water, wastes, etc. That is excretion, isn't it? So kidneys are not there. There is what? There is this vacuole which helps in removal of wastes. Now, what are the functions? If we talk about the functions of vacuoles help the plant cell to remain turgid. Alright? Then second point is they play an important role in growth by helping in the elongation of cells. Third point is these vacuoles provide an aqueous environment for the accumulation and storage of water-soluble compounds like amino acids, minerals, sugars, which we discussed. Then in case of protozoans, for example, paramecium, amoeba, vacuoles help in digestion and excretion. In case of amoeba, digestion. In case of paramecium, excretion. That is how you have to write it. Fine. If question is asked vacuoles, you will write about what they are, what is their membrane called, their fluid-filled sacs, then their location in case of animal cells, in case of plant cells, then what is inside them. And after that, you will write functions, but functions you have to write in points, all right? That's about vacuoles. I hope things are clear. Take good care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay indoors. Bye-bye, Goenkans.